editing images on TekMatix web pages or funnel pages. Now, as you can see here, I've got a funnel page where there's a photograph of me in that header section. Now, I want to change that image, but we've got to make sure that this image is the right dimensions. Otherwise, if we have a really small image, it will be squashed or it'll be chopped off, or it's just going to not fit and it will get really, really blurry when the mobile responsiveness of the platform attempts to change the size of the image to fit the space. So this is where our friend Canva comes in, and basically I just create a bunch of images that are fixed to the size, which I'm going to tell you in a moment the one I use. And then inside my media library in TekMatix, I basically have a bunch of images that are pre-made that fit the space, so that I always have a bunch of images that are ready to go. But I'm going to show you how I do this. Basically, this size does vary, but I use I think it's 48 centimeters by 22 centimeters. So I've got a blank one there, but just to show you where we do this, if you go into Canva, go into a plain new page, custom size image. Now this is specifically for banners. So I do the width is 48 centimeters. So make sure you drop down and change that to centimeters by 21 centimeters. Just because I'm a metrics girl. All right, that's just how I roll. So this is now going to give us the blank template. Now inside my Canva, I also have a whole bunch of folders where I have photographs of me. This feels very weirdly egotistical, but here we are as personal brands is the kind of stuff you need to have. So what we need to understand is, see here, if I just used that image on its own and just uploaded that straight to my media library, it's not the right size because it needs to be the white background size. So if I'd uploaded this, it would have stretched in a way that would have just looked absolutely awful. So as you can see now, it doesn't actually fit properly. So I'm going to do a couple of things here. In fact, I'm just going to literally remove the background. It should hopefully just be me sat on my laptop here. There we go. Brilliant. So I can now get this ready to use this on my TekMatix account. So I'm just going to go back to the actual page builder here. It does need to be a dark background because I've got white text over the top. By the way, I have put opacity over this. I'll explain all this in just a moment, okay, what we do in here. At the minute, we just want to create the actual image itself. So I am going to pop behind me just a fairly plain black background, to be honest. I want it to just be very, very plain. Let's go click on here, background. I think I'm just going to make it black. Would that be too black? That's too black, isn't it? That will do for now. All right, all I want is me just typing on the laptop. But anyway, plain, do not put too much mess or confusion or noise in the background. I'm going to make sure I title this banner, header, image for funnels and websites, just so it's easy for me to find again. I'm going to press share and download as a PNG. Yes, please, download. Okay, now I go back to my page builder. When I am wanting to add an image to the back of a section, click on that green section, and then over here on the right-hand side, you've got background and background image. You can choose background color, background image, background video. I'm working with the image, so I'm going to click on the image. Now I have made a folder in here called banner photos, which there's nothing in right now. And I'm going to just upload a couple of these banner photos that I've got in the right size for my banners, which are approximately 48 by 21 centimeters. So we can now just have a little play and see which one is going to fit in here. What does that say? Banner image for funnels. There we go. That's the one. Double click on it and it will load itself up. Now, as you can see, it's kind of gone a funny size. So we can choose here. Do we want to have 100% width? And it puts it there. Do we want to have width and height? See, it squashed me a bit too much doing that. Full center. That looks better. That fits me in. So full center works. Background, heavy fade. I like to have the heavy fade over the top so that it's the text that we can see. It's a background image, not a primary image. And here we go. That is basically my background done. So we can go through here. If we wanted to add any more images anywhere else, we could. For instance, if we wanted to add another image there, let's go in, grab an image. Right hand side, this is where we have our image editing area, and I could go and add in another photo of me on my laptop. Let's have a look. That one's going to be too long, I reckon. There we go. You get the point. So this is now us editing our backgrounds. I'm just seeing if there's any more images I want to change. Nope, they're all good. All right, there you go. That is how you change the background image that's in the background of a section. Hope that helps. Don't forget, you've got your live chat support on this purple button on the bottom right-hand side. And if you need any help tidying up your sales pages, hire a TekSpert. Go to tekmatix.com/support, and you can hire any of our TekSperts to help you get pages all fancy and looking good, working properly for your launches. Happy teching.